even though it doesn't contribute to the deficit? Will you make a pledge, no cuts?
Yeah, again, so Social Security, we're not going to cut Social Security to eliminate the deficit because it doesn't contribute to the deficit. So again, you see folks pushing this notion that the deficit's driven by Social Security. Again, Social Security needs perennial review, tweaks, and adjustments, just like has happened since the last 75 years, but not because of the deficit. We just need to keep it strong and keep it solvent for future generations, and that requires tweaks and adjustments. And my preferred first step is to look at that payroll tax cap. We actually cover a smaller percentage of salary under the current cap than we have for some time. I don't want to go back to pre-1930s when the majority of American retirees lived in poverty. I don't want to go back to it. But let me debunk a couple of myths that I probably don't have to debunk with folks in the room. Social Security is contributing to the deficit. No, it's not. Social Security is separately funded. You'll hear folks sometimes advance the notion that Social Security is part of our nation's deficit problem. It's just not true. It's just not true. I favor, as a first step, as we look at Social Security going forward, to just look at the payroll tax cap and let that adjust up modestly. That is a means of keeping the program solvent going forward that would be far preferable than privatization or other dramatic transformations of the program. For as bad as the recession was, can you imagine how bad it would have been had we gone down the path of Social Security privatization? When the stock market collapsed, it would have been absolutely horrible. And a whole lot of people who have counted on Social Security and Medicare to be that safety net for their retirement would have been in dire, dire straits. But we've got to have this bedrock. We've got to have the bedrock of a Social Security program that people can count on. But the first thing we have to do, that Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. The first thing we need to do is protect the bedrock. And you can be darn sure, if I'm in the U.S. Senate, if I have the fortune to be in the U.S. Senate, I will be doing that every time I'm on Capitol Hill. I will fight tooth and nail to protect these programs, which are relied on to such a significant degree by millions and millions of Americans every day.